Okay, that's fine.
Actually, I was trading Marvin. So
Okay.
and I was close to I was $10 away from my from passing the challenge phase. That's how I became so aggressive, that I lost $30, and
What's
now
your
I'm
account
looking for
size?
2,000.
Okay. Now you've been long in this game, and I want to be sincere with you. I welcome Mrs. Victoria. I want to be sincere with you, Adedamola. I want to, if my mentor had told me this, I think my progress will have been much more faster.
Okay, sir.
Now, and this is the best sincerity I can really give you. Trading is not a place whereby you believe everything you are doing is 100%. Right? As a matter of
Yes,
fact,
yes,
everything you are
sir.
seeing on my chart here, trend line, um, support and resistance, they are not the major thing I focus on in the trading space. But my ability to be able to, the skill I want to rely on is the ability that can make me to preserve my capital and preserve my profit. That is the real skill of trading, not the support and resistance or the fair value gap or any other techniques you are using to trade. I posted something on my status last week and then someone asked me, what was the difference? I said that this is a result of someone following a system and then not following a strategy. And someone asked me, what was the difference between system and strategy? Now, I'm not here to explain that now. Yeah, that's a skill. So, but what you should focus on is your system. Your system comprises of even your technical analysis. Beyond your technical analysis, so I have vouched myself that whenever I want to train a trader now, since I know much more better, I'm going to train a profitable trader, not an analyst. Okay, not someone that can just analyze the market, but someone that can go into the market every time and make money out of the market. And many mentors do not focus on this. Okay, and that is what makes the biggest problem of trading in Africa basically is mentorship. Now, I don't know, maybe you're on the Telegram group. I've dropped my personal trading plan on it. Download it and focus on those that have downloaded it in the past 1 month. Just 1 month that I've released it. Some have access to it before now. Those are on the trading room. They have access to it before now. But for those that just got it, I've been receiving positive results. Positive results. Focus on you becoming a profitable trader. Okay, I'm going to send a link to you, ma'am. Focus on you becoming a profitable trader. Look, leave all the jargons. You might trade ICT, you might trade anything. Those ones are just what is going to open your eyes to market direction. But what is important is that by now, I'm not expecting that you are telling me that you lose your nerve by just risking anyhow by doing this and that. No, no, those are the things. Because you lose your nerve now, you were able to lose. You have $2,000 account. The $2,000 account, that would be $20 as 1%. Over 1% of your capital you lost back again. My volume is low. Can you hear me, please? Let me be sure if you can hear me.
I can hear you clearly. I can hear you clearly, sir.
Okay,
Very clear, sir. Loud
okay.
and clear,
Probably
sir.
it's from your hand, ma'am. Yeah, probably it's from your hand. So I'm saying this. You can increase the volume of your device. I'm saying this so that you'll be able to understand it. This is what I want to be always even want to come and do on Market Outlook, to reform our mind. It's not about all what you are doing. It's not about your analysis. Okay, I'm going to give an example. Someone reached out to me. I even was when I reached out to the guy. He was once my student. He has been following some of the setup I drop on the platform. He followed gold. I was highly profitable on gold. But all this position that this guy opened on gold last week, he opened about 6 positions on gold at different time, at different day. All of them each is stop loss. What I only open it once and I've been holding it, and as I'm talking to you, some of these positions are still open uh till this coming market open week. What is the difference between myself and him? I have a system that I'm following. I know I'm not relying on even the analysis I have sent to the group. I'm relying on my skill, ability to be able to go into the forex market and dig out money. That is the skill. He might maybe, I think from what I analyzed from his chart, his mistake is just that he wants to reduce his risk to ratio reward. That's not what matters. Okay, he wants to be able to pick 1 to 11, 1 to 10. No, I'm not after that. As a matter of fact, I have a system that I can apply to even pick up to that 1 to 11 after having my own first entry. It's a system. It's not about you. By now, I'm being sincere with you. You should leave that circle of saying that, yeah, I'm still over leveraging. No, no, no. That does not make you a professional trader. And if you have stayed so much longer in this field like yourself, at least you have stayed, I know that you have stayed more than 2 years. If you are in this game for a year and you have worked with me, you should be able to by now be able to shield that out of yourself. Okay, because this game is not for gamblers. This field is not for gamblers. This field is for those that are ready to actually succeed in the market. 2-3% of your account is okay for a month, and when you get that, what you should do is to scale up. I've sent this time out that number. If you can make a 1% in the market in a month, you are a professional trader already. But what will make you that professional trader is a consistent withdrawal or hitting of that target of that 1%. I did an analysis with a friend of mine this morning when I was explaining this same thing to him. He is having the same issue, and I'm going to give you this analysis before we proceed to what we have discussed today. This was the first thing that I told the guy. I said, there's a professional trader that I saw the broadcast, and I did analysis of what the guy did. This guy was given $2 million account, and within the period of 10 years, he was able to make 800% within 10 years. So when I heard about that, of course, so many people would just get that information and then just let it slide. But I started to do my calculation. I started to do my mathematical calculation. I started to get my numbers from what the guy did. Because as a trader, I should be able to learn from what the guy did. $2 million account for the period of 10 years, and he was able to gain 800%. In a year, he was doing only 25% of that account. In a year, do your mathematics. And in a month, he was doing 1 point something percent of that account. Look at that. But now, let's ask ourselves, what is that account after 10 years? The account of $2 million account has turned to $16 million account in the period of 10 years. That is pure wealth. That is how you compound. That is how you grow. But if you had, some people will say that, why can't you make 50% in a month? Why can't you make 100% in a month? In a month, if you try to make that kind of percentage, I bet it with you is going to lose that money. And of course, investors will never approach him again. So for you to survive in this game, it's not a game of you just doing something big. It's a matter of compounding. I've talked about compounding before. Just do that. Okay? This month, an example, this first week of this month, I was on, I think, 1% after the week ended. The second week, I was on 2% drawdown. The third week, which I think just ended now, I was on 3%. This coming week, I might have 1% drawdown, and I end up the month with 2%. The question is, how much am I trading? That is where I'm not having my recovery from. So, as a matter of fact, don't let anybody begin to, if you are doing this, after sometimes again, you need to you pay for another mentorship, you want to go for another training. That is not what makes money in this field. You are now moving in a circle that will not make you profitable. But if you really want to be profitable, do what I've just said now. So I believe I've been able to emphasize on that already. So I should not just
Yes,
flog
sir.
that.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome. You're welcome, my brother. You're welcome. Please, I want you to. I will give you an example. My friend is not here. A Ghanaian friend of mine is on Market Outlook, master trading room also. He joined the first master class I ever did. I did not do that under my platform. I did it under my mentor's platform. I was one that took them then. That was the training they had. And after that training, he reached out to me. I gave him my system. That was when I was also starting up to build up a system. And then this guy, for the past 3 months, 3 years, he has been holding one life account. and consistently withdrawing from it, just following this system. Just following this system. I know some people that don't know anything. The system they're just following is that they will never let a winning trade to run to a losing trade. That is what they are following, and they are just following signals, and they are making money from this field. It's not doing a lot. It's about doing what the quality. Okay, it's quality that matters, not quantity. It's quality, and that is what I want you to focus on. Please, you cannot be coming to master trading room or market outlook, and then you are still going to be doing the same thing. Look, I'm not afraid of losing. I'm not afraid of having losses in trading. I'm not afraid, because I know I have a robust system that will make me survive in the time of losing trade. And when I am running my profit, my winning trade, I will. The first time I introduced this to trading room, all the system I'm using, I know amount of about 5 of them consistently pass their profit. They couldn't hold it again. They couldn't follow the system. They lost their profit again. About 2 of them is still running with that profit and still making money consistently. So what are we all saying? What we are saying here is that what will make you money in the trading system, in the trading sector, is your system. How you manage your risk. I don't know why you will risk 1% of your account. I don't know why. I don't know why. I'm asking why. Why are you, if you cannot have a particular account for a whole year, trading that one particular account for a whole year, why are you in this game? How many profit account have you bought this year? I guess my case. So I think I've flogged that already. Let's go to what we have for today. So today, the first thing I have in mind to discuss is a major. So this is the format to be using from now on. We'll look into. I think I'm supposed to give that assignment to Ice. Maybe that's what we'll be doing from next week. So when we come online, Ice will take us through the major economic events that will be happening for the next week. So I believe Ice can get that. So this is how we work as a team. At least every one of us will also be able to develop ourselves. He has been doing. I gave him that assignment on um, 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 trading room, and he has been doing a wonderful assignment on that. So as from next week, Ice, you take us to maybe the first 5 minutes or so. You take us to the economic events that we'll be having for the week, how it might impact the market, and how we can also take advantage of them all. Okay, so that is that on that for now. That is that on that for now. Okay, so um let's go to I'm coming. I'm trying to share my other screen to be able to show us um what we'll be having for next week. Okay, so let's look at what we'll be having for next week, so that all the fundamentals I'll be having for next week. Now, we can see the market moved last week. Now, another thing is we should be expecting more movement this coming week, because the month is about to end, and definitely the real movement whereby the market wants to close for this for that month will be what will be given to us. Definitely we should be able to see that definitely as we move on. Okay, so let's quickly look at only the high impact news coming next week. Let me just filter this and just show only the high impact news. Okay, so on Sunday, which is today, we don't have any news. Monday, Tuesday, no news. Wednesday, that's when we have AUD news by 2:30. Okay, this will definitely impact all AUDs. That's AUDs. Okay, so that's on Wednesday. That's when we have that. In the Asian section will be crazy on Wednesday. That's basically what it's telling us. And then on Tuesday, that is when we are having US dollar news. Okay, so we do not really have quite a number of news. So markets should begin to have crazy volume on Wednesday. Okay, so if you want to be taking any trade on Monday, Tuesday, you might a little bit be conservative till Wednesday. Okay, so that's it. Not that market will not move other days. We can even have our entry immediately price get to where we want to get to. Okay, and then we can always take advantage of that on Monday, Tuesday, but the real movement might begin to move on Wednesday. That's what I'm seeing here. Okay, so we've talked about that. Then let's look at some of the peers that are on key market zones and structures. Okay, so we might not be able to look at all, but let's look at BTC. I have BTC here. Yeah, now we've of course we entered our first bot buying this level on BTC, and those of you that follow the analysis, you must have made quite a number of money. And then we see what price has done so far. Let's go to the higher time frame and see what is possible move. This movement, price has rejected around this level before now. We have seen that before. It's a movie we have seen before. Okay, so and we are seeing bearish momentum that the bears are coming in, the sellers are coming in. Now, based on this level, I've always informed us that there are two things we can do when it comes to levels, especially key levels like this. You can go in based on that level, okay, straight away. You can go in based on that level straight away to sell, because of course this is a key important level. Okay, now that is the first thing we can do. The second thing we can now do is want to be conservative. If this pair will definitely buy, meaning that price must change structure. If it's going to definitely buy, the sell we are having here might be a sell correction, okay, regardless of the fundamentals or anything that wants to happen. And we can see this, that this price has also been following this trend line, meaning it has been following a particular higher highs and higher lows to the upper side. Now, what are things that we can easily see here? It's simple. If price break this level, we continue selling. Okay, if price break this level, we continue selling. Areas, what are the areas we are going to expect to sell to? We might be selling to this area, okay, about 940 or where about, or 993 or where about. Okay, but definitely these levels must be broken first before we have a massive sell on that level. This one must be broken. So what am I projecting? If this level gets broken, we have a clear breakout on this, we might be having something like this and then something like this, okay, before we have any massive up again. That might happen, or price might even drop down to 76 based on price structure. But as we can see here, it's as simple as saying already that it seems price wants to obey this level, because with all what we are seeing a bearish momentum coming in. Okay, so if price fail to do this, if price give me a full confirmation to buy here, I might place a buy here, and I just want to buy to this level, or but my buy will be massive if this previous level is broken. Okay, so as what we have in our price is currently on a determining level, a level at which price must react before we take a perfect action. Another thing I can do here again is to move to a lower time frame more and see behavior of price. Now, if I want to be conservative with this entry here for a buy, I just want price to break this level again. If price break this level, you can see this is the previous high, the last high that price was. These are things I do, and then you get your entry accurate. Okay, so I'm suggesting price might break, price might continue. That's the two things I'm saying here. I'm not the one moving the market, but market must give me a clear move. So if price do something like this, of course I will buy. At least I want to buy to this place, and then if price continue giving me a strong momentum, I continue buying. But as a matter of fact, price at this level is not best for buying because it's on a key resistance. It's not best for buying. So what are we going to do? The best thing we should look for, the best thing that can happen is price to what? To give us a break of structure here and we start selling. Okay, that is the best thing we can do. Okay, so even this buy, if price decide to do this, I will not buy it until price break this level. Then I can continue buying to the upper side. Then if price not break it, it give me reversal candlestick here again, I start selling. So all what we should be doing at this particular level is pure price action, selling. So I saw Mr. Adura answer up the other time. Let me quickly attend to your question before we call it. We move to the next pair.
Yes, sir, everything is fine. I wasn't seeing your screen. It's okay now.
Okay, you are good to go, right? Okay, so I saw it answer up the other time. So let's quickly look at gold. Let's quickly look at gold and see what gold is doing. Last week I told us that gold is going to buy. Okay, and why is it? One of the things that will make you to have a good trading setup, okay, is when you understand levels. The only thing I saw here is that price came to grab this level. I know so many people that were buying from here already. That was a terrible mistake. That is not, there's what we call fake out zone. If you can see what price is doing, you can see price movement even before price do it. It will be a switch journey for you. Now I saw a fake house zone. Okay, I saw a fake out zone here. All this place is a fake out zone. Let me go to the daily time frame. You will see this level that price from here is a fake out zone. This is where price is going. And on that very good day, I saw this bullish candlestick, meaning that price wants to continue buying. And that was the major reason I started buying since Monday last week. I'm still holding this pair, and I project that price is going to break all these highs, at least get to this place. Okay, if price break this again, we continue buying because gold has been giving us new higher highs. And that's what makes it to be good. It's a simple thing. Just follow what price is doing, and then if you can see it, you can get in. You see a better entry, you hold it. Okay, you take advantage of it and hold it. That is how market works. Okay, that is how market works. Now, of course, if you have missed this first entry, what are the things that you can do? We know that price is buying, and we buy to at least to the next high here. Then what are the things that you need to do? We can focus on the previous breakout and retest. Now that is what we can now do: breakout and retest. Since price has broken this, we can see price coming back to this trend line here to retest that level. Okay, what is important is levels. Okay, that is where we want to use to get in, and the timing to also get in perfectly well. So with what I've said so far, those are the things that you can do to get into this level and make the market. Okay, with your right skill, you are definitely not going to lose this. Okay, so and then where are we going to put our stop loss in case price high to continue to the other side? If price break this level that you are seeing here, it means this thing is not buying again. Okay, even as if price has already broken this, I will not be looking for buy opportunity again. So if price break this and come to this level, I might still look for a buy opportunity here. Probably I entered when price come here, and then price do something like this. Let me show you. Price come to this place and I enter for a buy, and then price break that level and kick me out. I will look for another entry here. Okay, but immediately price break this one, all what I'll be looking for is to start selling. I believe you are getting this ideology I'm trying to tell you now, because some people are having it, they are finding it difficult to enter trade at the right time. And that's why I'm explaining how you can get in here. I shouldn't be explaining that. After a chart, you should be able to take your decision on it. Okay, so that is what we have here. If price comes to this level, we might pick this as our area of interest. Then we'll call it breakout and retest. Of course, price has already given us a level here, but it might come here to grab liquidity here. Then we can continue buying just like what price did there. So many people, I added another entry here. I was holding from here. I had another entry here and I put a stop loss here. Price hits that particular stop loss, you can see. But I know that if price break this level, it's not valid again. Then I enter another one here again. Okay, and I put my stop loss here, and you can see that is how I've been holding the first entry, the second entry, and it's perfectly well for me. Is by understanding the logic behind trading, not just gambling, not just coming in and going out. That is not what you need for buying opportunity. Don't gamble it. Don't gamble it. Do what is necessary for you to do, and you are good to go. Okay, if price not get to your level, don't rush in. It's not a matter of you rushing in. Every time when price not get to your level, price will present another opportunity on that same trade. It is you that you need to open your eyes and see it. Not that because of you are afraid that price will not get to that place. How many times have you seen that level that you marked up, and then you entered before price get to that place, and then price actually get to that place and then eat you out? Even though if high will get in, I'm going to give you an example of another trade. If I will get in before price get to that place, probably I'm suggesting that price might not get there again, and I said to get in, I will reduce my risk in such a way that I will now use the original stop loss I'm supposed to use. I will give you a clear example of that so that you'll be able to understand it. These are the things that will make you survive in the forex market. Let me use Euro USD as an example. I did a similar move like that on Euro USD. I did enter for a buy here. Of course, I sent it to the group. I was using this as a back test. That's why I have this old analysis. I entered for a buy here, and then when price gave me this, I entered another one here. But I know that this my entry is a wrong entry. Then what that is a simple thing. So many people think that this guy is crazy. So this was where I entered. Let me show you where I entered. This was where I entered. No, sorry. I'm going to show you because I'm doing that. Let me show you the first entry. This was the first entry, by the way. Okay. No. This is not it. I just remember. was this. This was my first entry last week, right? My stop loss was here. Price moved massively, and I added another entry around there. If you go to the group, you will see all my added entries. And I add another entry here, and I put my stop loss here. It's so crazy. Now, why did I put my stop loss here? Immediately I did that, you can see that my stop loss is wide, right? This is my final target on this pair. All my entries, I'm taking my profit here, right? Now, after doing this, I have this wide stop loss. I'm relying on this first one. If price break this level, all my entries, I'm closing it, and I will close it at break even, because this second entry I added here was a very small what's it called, loss size. I can hold it, my account can hold it. I'm not risking, so I'm not even risking up to I think I'm using 0.25 on that new added entry. And immediately price did here. So look at what I did. Now I've given price the room to move, and now add another entry here. Okay, and that was how I was able to maximize that trade. I am following structure. I am following what price is telling me. I'm not just what. So now I have 3 trades running on this, and all of them, they are moving in perfect profit. I am not, and all my stop loss is already here now, even including this one. I break even on this one, and all of them, and the 3 is running in perfect profit. I am looking at the market. I am letting the market to tell me the story, and I'm enjoying the story that price is telling me. It is stressful, quite all right, but that is the game I need to master. That is what will make me to be profitable, not all the analysis. The analysis is just to give me edge. It's just to lift me up a little and be able to see the direction of the market or possible move of the market. But what will give you profitability that so many mentors will not tell you how there, that so many people do not even pay attention to, is what I'm showing you here. A system, how you are going to risk. Not that I want to enter into it now. I will not put a stop loss here. And look at this. When I enter this one, let me show you not the third one now, the second entry. If I had put it here, this is how I would have lost it. There was an account of a friend of mine that I'm trading. I'm going to show you this so that you'll be able to understand what I'm saying perfectly well. An account of mine. I'm going to go to our chat now and show you. I was on a loss because this was on his account. This was where I entered the second one, and it was moving down to this level, and this was where my stop loss is. He traded high city, and then this is what he showed me. Immediately he saw that the market was in losses. He showed me this, that price might come back to this place, and then I know that price is not going to do that, okay, because this is not a key level that price want to reject to. Price is just correcting. Okay, so this was what he showed me. I entered here, market was already on losing, my stop loss was around here. If price follow this analysis, definitely I know that I'm already wrong and it's going to hit my stop loss, but of course I'm not. Okay, then what happened? He shared this to me, and then let's look at the conversation. My this thing will not. I just told him that I'm also monitoring it from here, and then when he saw what price did, he called me and he said that this guy is just he's a crazy guy. How was I able to know that what price is doing? That's not what matters to me. What matters to me is that I am following the in-depth of the market. I am following the in-depth of the market, and I'm allowing market to tell me that story, and I follow the journey of the market by not attaching any emotion to it. It is overwhelming. When I'm saying overwhelming, it doesn't mean that it affects your emotions. No, it's overwhelming because it's a mind game. It's a game of the brain. It's not that you are doing a physical thing. A doctor will always go to the theater and then do some magic and operate on a patient, okay, or do some recommendation. But we as a forex trader, we are just sitting down on a laptop at the back of the screen, just pressing click on the mouse. So what exactly are we doing is the game of the mind, and that is why it draws a lot of emotions. But if you have a system that will make you survive, you are good to go. So I believe I've said that already. So the system, I have been candid enough to share my system with you. What I risk, don't ever risk. Many mentors out there will tell you risk 1% or 2%. No. When it comes to your personal capital, you can do that. But when it comes to the prop firm space, you will not survive the market. You are risking 1 to 2%. You are risking 2% of your account, and your daily drawdown is 5% or 4%. Some with 4%. Just two what's it called? 2 trade. You have hit the stop loss. You have hit the drawdown, and then the account is taken away from you. But if you are raising 0.5% of the account, it's going to take you a while. If you have 4 losing trade, you are still going to survive in that market. And one thing that affects trading prop firm is that immediately you have some drawdown. I can tell you, If you have 5% of drawdown, forget about it. You might not recover from that. It's going to take you a whole lot. I have recovered from 9% drawdown before. Yes, because I know how to do that. I have the skill. So the skill of trading itself is not just coming to the market and play around. The skill of trading is that you are a good money manager. You are a good account manager. That is what makes you to be a good profitable trader. Okay, and all over after sometimes you leverage on that skill and then you make more profit. So that's how you go about it. So let's look at this. This is going to continue break our level here, and we expect price to continue going up. Okay, so another one I did took advantage of that was so massive was this trade, USD card. I entered there first. I sent it to the platform, either on the Telegram platform or the WhatsApp platform, and then I did send you. And another thing here is that some people will just come to my DM and they'll be telling me, should I enter now? Oh, I will not answer you again after today's class. If you don't know how to trade at all, go and get a mentor to mentor you. But I know those that have passed through my training will not see those. I'm expecting of you to be regularly making progress on your trading account every single month, every single week. Okay, make profit, make progress, because you have passed through a training and I'm there doing those things, sending those charts to hold you by hand. These are charts that if I want to sell it as signals, quite a number of people have reached out to me. Those that actually met me from TikTok, they will say that guy, if it's going to take me $50 every month to subscribe to your channel, I don't need that. The goal is, the only thing I can ask you to pay me for is when I want to monitor you, and that of course is going to take my time. Okay, and by the way, I'm also working on a course. I'm almost done with the course, and even some people that have reached out to me, I've sent the course to them already. Some people are already watching the course even when I'm not done with it, for free. Okay, because the goal is for you to be able to understand how to trade. So if I send this analysis to you, if I know I've already put a stop loss level, I've already put an entry level by this, and I've already put a target level, so why are you disturbing me again by saying, should I enter now? Is it too late? Is it too that? If you think it's late, don't take that trade. Okay, don't trade that trade. Sometimes, as a matter of fact, I even ignore such messages. Okay, so but I want everybody to go. So another trade, that's, I think I've shown you three. I think another trade I did took advantage of was this. Was it was not this. I want to remember that it was. Let me see. UDNZD. No, EBPNZD, not this. I can't remember that pair. What was happening? This, yeah. I've shown USD card already. The last one I just showed is USD card. AUD card. Okay. Now this price AUD was struggling the last day of the week because of AUD was strong for the last day of the week on Friday. AUD was strong. And this second entry, I wanted to hide another entry here, but because I have seen the momentum of AUD and I've shown you how to be able to do that. When you go to your when you compare AUD with other pairs, you will see that yes, AUD is strong. If you see the strength of AUD across all pairs, or maybe AUD is buying on a particular pair and AUD is not selling at all, you are not seeing anywhere that AUD is selling, you know that AUD is strong. I've shown you quite a number of ways. I've shown you website to do that. So I shouldn't be coming here again and show you that. That is how you filter your trade and say, okay, this is what I want to trade. Good example, AUD, because CAD was strong to the last 2 weeks, and AUD too was strong. That's why you have this move that price was ranging around. Now let's go to another AUD pair. You will see this is AUD USD. You will see that AUD USD both massively because AUD itself was strong and USD was what? Weak. So if I want to trade another AUD, the way AUD is now the quote currency, I'll be careful. And that was what we have on Euro AUD card, as AUD is the base currency rather. Okay, I'll be careful because AUD wants to buy for that time. I've shown us all of those things. Now that AUD is on a key level, there's possibility that all AUD is going to sell now. And then my AUD card will continue selling also. I'm still holding these two, all these trades. Okay, I'm still holding it. And if it gives me otherwise, I'm going to be out. I did this one was 2 weeks ago, which we took advantage of this, and then we can see what we have. Okay, if price break this level, that's when price wants to start selling. If price has not broken this level, there's still possibility for us to continue buying. But of course, let's look at our time candlestick. We can see that this is a rejection candlestick. There's possibility that price might start selling massively from this, but I want price to close below this level first. If it closes below this level, I get in for my sell and I ride on the shoulder of market, because where is price coming from? there's a level here, there's a key level here to the price came to retest. What do we call this? Fail to return and first time visit. And the price is ready, might start selling massively from here. Even one of the course I'm building, I've talked about fail to return and first time visit on it. Immediately I'm done with it, I will release it to all the platform for free. Then subsequently, if you now I'm now creating there's a course website that if you now if you have passed through my training before, it will be easier for you to follow that course. But if you have not at all, if you are smart, it will be easy for you to follow that course. But if you are not that smart and you need my guidance, then that's when you can now say, okay, you want to pay me for me to give you my time. And then I will now be available for those that want to really trade earlier trade, because that is a peak advance and I approach towards trading. Then we can do that. But I don't want you. This is my goal. I don't want you to be giving mentors money. I don't want it. I'm beginning to hate that thing. To be sincere with you, I'm beginning to say that this one, there's a program there, and you continue buying and buying it. No, I want you to go into the market and then become a profitable trader. So with all these pairs I've shown us today, I've shown that some of those pairs are going to continue. Just look for a good level where price is going to rest to, and then we take advantage of it. Okay, and we've been able to also determine when price might move. Okay, now this also, I'm expecting price to reverse from here. If price give me otherwise, breaks this current level, I'm not buying again. If price breaks this current level, I'm not buying again. Though price can still give me a sharp movement to the downside, maybe come and tap liquidity here, just sharp. I'm not expecting to even get here. Maybe sharp to this place and then give me a rejection. Immediately I see that rejection, I'm going to come in, okay, and then outside. I did not get into this trade around here because I've seen how price is converging here, and we can see head and shoulder pattern already. That is why we should say wait for clear breakout. If that is why I told you, and even in the course I did, I made it so clear that chart patterns is not what you should focus on. We can see inverse head and shoulder pattern here, very clear inverse head and shoulder pattern here. So many people have gotten here already because they think there's a breakout here. No. Why did I say no? We can see how price already giving us a convergence here. This convergence we want to manipulate traders, and then we begin to go to the upper side. That's what I'm suspecting on this. And I have told you earlier that AUD was strong last week. Now that we're expecting AUD to be weak, we need to see AUD weakness first. If AUD gets weak, AUD is definitely going to what? Buy. And that last week only pushed price to a key area where more volumes of traders will come on board. So with what I've said today, I think I've been able to make justice to quite a number of things that you don't know, and then we should be able to start making much more progress on it. But remember, what is important in trading is not all these techniques. What is important is ability to be able to preserve your capital. Okay, get a profit. By the middle of this year, I want to do another form of trading room, but I'm not going to use 10 trade this time around. I want those that are actually ready. Then by the end of mid next year, everybody that will participate on that challenge, they are going to, I guarantee you, even including myself, all of us will be able to have nothing less than $100,000 account to trade with profit. Nothing less than that. Okay, it's going to be slow and steady, but I will show you how to get there. So with what I've said so far, any question? Is there any pair you also want me to look into? Let me know so that we can check it all together.
Mr. James,
Yeah,
it's been a while.
I'm with you, sir.
Can we look
that
at
is King.
GU?
I recognize that voice.
GU really fucked me up last week, so let us look at GU, please.
GU?
Yes.
Okay. Definitely GU you should be buying. I told you from the beginning of this year, avoid trading in line with gold, with USD. Those people that I remember should bear me witness. I drop it as a message. Avoid this sell that we took on Euro USD last week was a correction. You have to understand that. Now, I have to understand your key levels. You can see the same way I bought here. That is this level. That is how you should also be looking for what? Buying opportunity. You can see. And that's what I did here too. I bought. I was using this chart to do example. You'll have seen my buying opportunity here. Okay, but because of GU was around here last week, that was what made me not to buy. Okay, because this level, I know that there's going to be a breakout. So now that we have seen a breakout, I will wait for a retest and then I continue going. Monday can give me the retest and then the other days, or price might not decide to retest, price might continue going. I've said this before. All your trend line and any other thing you want to be using on your chart, they are confluences. These are the three things that you must master in trading. Master these three things and you know freedom. You master your levels, your key levels. You master your candlestick momentum, and you master your levels and then your structure, and you are good to go. Now the first thing I want to do on this time frame, I'm on a monthly time frame, is to mark up my levels. Okay, I can see this level. I'm not marking this because price did not reject recently on it. I'm marking this because price reject recently on it. And then if this price is going, where is it going to? I'm telling you, this is where price is going to. Now I will avoid entry at the middle of the price. If I enter here, that's why I said I did not enter here last week, because this is the middle of the price and price has a barrier ahead of it, which is this. Price has a barrier ahead of it, which is this. Now price is leaving this place, travel to this place, just as the same way price left this place to this place. Now if I want to get in, all what I want to do is to buy this pair. I can use trend line, I can use Fibonacci, I can use all of those start patterns as my conference. Okay, so what are we expecting? Now price has broken the barrier ahead of price. This is what, let me give you this. This is fail to return first time visit. That is because of this first time visit, that is why price pull back to this place. Now even in the course I did, those of you that have the link to the course, I said something. I said that when you have first time visit, immediately price come to that place, price will break it. The reason we have this is because of imbalance. Those of you that understand the concept of imbalance, you understand it much more better. Now we'll have entered for this maybe because of what we have here as a breakout and retest around here. But the reason I did not do this is because of one thing. There's an immediate barrier ahead of it. So let price break this barrier and then we'll look for it. If price spike downward there, I'll look for buy opportunity and I'll buy up to the what? Initial level. Go and hold my words here. This price is going to pull up to this place. It can play around, it can do something like this, come back here, but it's going to definitely get here. And then this is what I want to do. I can now use other things as my what? Confluences. Price will come back to this place. It might be next week that it's going to do that, or when this week candlestick, but I believe that this monthly candlestick wants to close above this place massively. Then at the beginning of next month, price will pull back to this place and then you get in. What is important is that your level that you want to get in. That level is, price level we are getting it is what matters. Not just going to small levels that doesn't worth what you are doing. You understand that now? So I believe Mr. King, I've been able to explain this in-depthly.
Yes.
Yeah,
As
so
I've
what
understood
I'm
it.
getting in, the reason I'm getting is not because of trend line, it's not because of chart pattern. No, those ones are added reason. The reason I'm getting in is because of structure and at a level which is important. I used to tell people those are the things that matters in trading, not just all. I can teach you everything I know. I can teach you earlier trade. I can teach you harmonic pattern. I can teach you everything. But what is important, what is key, what I'm relying on is that what level and that time that I'm getting in. Which level is what? Same thing as price. Okay, I'm following the structure. This is a clear bullish structure. This is a clear bullish momentum. Then what are we doing? Looking for? Let us buy and ride in the wind of the what? Of the trend. So any other question or any other analysis you want me to look out for, please?
Euro JPY, sir.
Euro JPY. Euro JPY.
And I don't know if, okay, Euro card also, sir.
Euro card. Okay, let's quickly look at
Euro
Euro
card.
card before we look at Euro. Uh, Euro has been strong. Card has been playing all around. Card has been serious. For me, I will ignore this trade for now. Price is not giving me a clear reason to either buy or sell. We should be looking for sell opportunity. Why? Because price on a key resistance. Okay, and even that opportunity to sell might be a correction before price start going up. Definitely price wants to break this place. I can see that Euro wants to break this place this year. I can see that Euro wants to do that. Okay, I want to see if there is any key level above that level. Yeah, you can see this is where Euro wants to get to this year. But I can see this as a correction. I did explain the concept of correction in the video, the course I talked about. So when the course is ready fully, you can also I'll pin it on the Telegram group. I might even drop it so that all the subsequent ones I've discussed, you can go on it. Now look at this. Price wants to retest this level. Price wants to fulfill righteousness. Then from this place we can look for buy opportunity. So even if I want to sell to that place and trade that correction, I might want to see something, a clear movement from here, maybe a breakout of this level. Okay, if I say breakout of this level or the breakout of this level, because this level is a strong level. I did sold from here to this place, price went up again to this place, and then price is playing all around. So for me, the reason I want to ignore this is because price is not giving me a clear move. All right, or I do something like this, just an advanced approach of it, and see price break this level vividly before I get in. Okay, so but for me, for Euro USD UL card, look for opportunity on another PS. If I'm not experienced enough, ignore it. And then you mentioned Euro JPY, right? If I'm not mistaken, is Euro JPY? This is going to be the last.
Euro JPY, sir.
Yeah, this is going to be the last pair we'll be looking out for tonight. Euro JPY. Euro JPY has been ranging. Okay. Euro JPY wants to sell. Euro JPY wants to sell. But Euro has been strong in a way. So that's what is delaying that progress. Wait for a clear breakout. Okay. All this is ranging market. Go to the lower time frame. Look for a shift of structure. Look for it. If price has not broken that structure, don't sell. Okay. And this is the level we are having. Okay, so sometimes I might ignore euro and then go and trade GBP. Okay, you can see this. So if price break this level, I will now look for sell opportunity. But for some times now, pre or since March, price has just been playing around this level. So what should we do? Stay away from it if it's not clear. When price get to key levels, we can buy. Okay, if price come back to this place, we buy, we sell. If price break this, we sell. Those are the levels that are key, and then we sell down to this place. By that, price might give us this kind of movement. Okay, so but if you don't see that, price might range for a while on this. Let price give you the ones that want to move, and then you go in and get your money out of the market. So I believe you understand that also, please. Do you understand that? Is that clear
Okay.
also?
Very clear, sir. Very clear, sir.
Okay. So, like I've said, what you should focus on is your system, okay? And your strategy is just an element under your what system. So this video is streamed live on YouTube. I will share the link on the group. Watch it again for you to be able to pick one or two wisdoms from what I've said. Write it down and then grow.